to Bitcoin, I think they found it already. I think that they've had 10 years to find it. So if you're looking for a non-sovereign store of value, bearer digital asset, I think that sometime between 2010 and 2025, you found it in one of those successive waves. And then you bought as much as you could possibly afford to buy. Okay, and that's fine. I think that if you want to draw the next cohort of retail investors, they don't want a 40 vol, 40 ARR asset. What they want is something more like a 10 vol, 10 ARR asset, or a 0 vol, 8 ARR asset. So I think that the way that we draw the mass of investors is you offer them something like digital credit, like STRC, where we say, well, here's 11%. It's tax deferred. We're stripping the vol off of it. Like the 1 year volatility of STRC is less than the NASDAQ, is less than the S&P index. It's less than gold. Right? I'm going to give you an asset which is less volatile than conventional stores of value, but it's a certain, right, straightforward, defined 10% or 11%, and you get it monthly. And you can test this yourself, Natalie. I would challenge you to test it. Walk down the street and find 100 people and say, would you rather have 30% a year over the next 20 years, but you're going to get 40% drawdowns and 40 volatility. It'll be 3 times as volatile as the S&P index. And, some years you won't make any money and some years you'll make a lot of money, but it'll be 30%. Or would you rather have a bank account that pays 10%, where you can take your money out whenever you want, but you'll just collect 10% while you're waiting? Now ask them, take the survey. I would think, like if you were to say 95% of the market wants a 10% bank account they don't have to pay tax on, and only 5% wants the 30% a year, I think that that's optimistic. Like that's probably too pro-Bitcoin. I don't think 5% of retail investors want to hold Bitcoin and collect 30% a year tax deferred with a volatility that's double or triple the S&P. Like you might find differently. I would suspect it's possible that number is 1-2%, right?